Hello students, welcome back to Misostudy video classes. As you know, in front of your screen this is CBSE pattern question exercise and the chapter is chapter 6, that is laws of motion. So as you can recall that initially we mentioned after finishing the theoretical aspects of the chapter, definitely we will pick up questions to get the proper exposure. So in these questions, or you can say in this series of these CBSE pattern questions, we are picking questions based upon various categories. Say for example 1 marks, 2 marks, 3 marks, 4 or 5 marks, then HOTS, high order thinking skill problems. Fine. So without wasting any time, let's start this discussion. One by one I will change the slides, questions will come in front of you, and I will also elaborate the exact method of writing the answers. Fine. So here comes the first category, and what is the heading that I hope is visible, this red color dot, that is 1 mark. Fine, this one. Now it means what? It means the answer of this question will give you 1 mark, number 1. Number 2, the answer of this question should be like 1 word only. Fine. So if you are writing more than that, it's mere wastage of your efforts. Fine. Be specific in your approach. Why is it difficult to move a bike with its brakes on? It's like that you are driving your cycle, bike or car, and you press the brake pedal and then you are saying it is not moving. Reason is why it is not moving. So a layman will say, oh come on, you are pressing the brakes, that's why it's not moving. But being the student of physics, you should talk about technically what exactly is happening. So I would like to mention a term. The answer of this question is how you will write down, that I will tell you, but first I would like to mention 2 words, and those 2 words I would like to suggest we will follow for the entire discussion of this chapter, laws of motion. Students, there are 2 types of frictional forces. One is rolling friction. Fine, rolling friction. Another is sliding friction, sliding. Okay. Now value of rolling friction is more than the sliding friction. No, value of sliding friction is more than the rolling. So this friction is less while this friction is more. First thing, less, more. Now just remember these 2 points in your mind. Now come on for the solution of this problem. So the solution of this problem or answer of this problem is when you will press the brakes of the bike, simple answer is due to sliding friction, or simply write sliding friction. The answer should be sliding friction. But for your understanding, for why it is difficult, so answer should be sliding friction. Fine. Now why it is so? Imagine the bike is going on, I applied the brakes. Fine. So what will happen? A type of skidding, sliding will take place, rolling will stop, the wheel will stop rolling. So you know, as I mentioned, the value of sliding friction is more, therefore rolling friction now converted as sliding friction. So this is very difficult for the bike, car, cycle or any vehicle to move. Fine. So ultimately here this friction is saving your life. Obviously if the bike is not skidding, not sliding, you will be safe. Then this second question, again 1 mark question. Why do we easily slip on a rainy day? Rainy day. Let's say in this studio, suddenly some water comes on the floor and I am walking like this to write down something on the board. So what is happening on? Below my these shoes, and on the surface of this room there is water layer. So this is shoe lower and this is upper portion of the first. So what will happen in between liquid, that is water, so it will make it slippery. Why? Because the frictional forces will be erased out. So because of the presence of oil, water in between these two surfaces, one is your outer layer of your shoe or your slipper and then this upper portion. So because of, why do we easily slip on a rainy day? Answer should be because reduction in the friction. If you are very happy, you want to write down 2-3 lines, stop yourself, don't do that, don't waste your time. Simply write down because of the reduction in the force of friction. That's it, fine. So I should mention it like this: due to reduced friction. Fine. Not lot of efforts required. Fine. Then comes question number 3. And if you take a look of this question number 3, first thing you should take the look of the instruction. So question 3 and 4 for 2 marks. 2 marks means your answer should be a line. Line means 5 to 8 words or something like that. So first read the questions. Why are wheels of an automobile made circular? You will say, come on, invention of wheel was something that is a lot of contribution for the betterment of the human life, human civilization, fire and wheel. But from physics point of view, why are wheels of an automobile made circular? Why they are circular? Why the wheels are not in this shape? Why they are not in this shape? Simple. Technically speaking, forget about the shape. Technically speaking, because of the rolling, and rolling means what? Rolling friction, and rolling friction is less than the sliding friction. So why the wheels are made circular? Answer is because it is 2 marks, so I will write down one line. So that wheel can roll, and if roll, then what will happen? Rolling friction. Rolling friction is less than sliding friction, so easy movement. Fine. Then comes question number 4. Okay, again for 2 marks. Why is it difficult to climb up a greasy pole? Greasy pole means, let's say you have some oil or grease. Grease is normally a thick lubricant made up of, you can say, wax and all these things, to provide lubrication or to reduce the frictional forces between two continuously rubbing surfaces. Say for example, various parts of wheel of an automobile. Fine. So let's say I have a long pole, and on this pole everywhere lot of oil and grease has been applied. Now on this pole, if I will try to climb, almost impossible for me. Reason is what? Reason is simple: reduction in the force of friction. Because if some force of friction is present, then I will able to work against the gravity like this. I will hold the pole with my hands, and because of the sliding friction, the hands will not slip down. So by applying this grease or oil or something like that, the friction is reduced drastically. So it is going to be very difficult for us to hold the pole. Grip on the pole is almost negligible. Because of that reason, I am not writing. Reason being, whatever I am saying, that is 4, 5, 7 times more than whatever is required. Fine. So this is the reason that if you apply some lubricants on a pole like structure, you will not able to climb it properly. Okay. Then comes question number 5. Fine. Now it is for 3 marks. Distinguish between sliding friction and rolling friction. How you can write down the answer? Because it is for the 3 marks, so definitely you will have to write down at least 3 to 4 lines for this question's answer. So ultimately you have to differentiate. Although I started this video with the, you can say, a clear marking of this sliding and rolling friction. So sliding and rolling friction. So let's I am going to write down few sentences about this. Fine. So you can write the answer in this manner: sliding friction and then create a table rolling friction. It will save your time, and also the teacher will get the impression that you have the clear concept of this particular aspect. So in sliding friction, mention the values like more value is for this, rolling friction less value. Sliding friction means opposing, that is slide. Fine. For rolling friction, you can say because of the rolling, the wheel, the automobile can move easily. Fine. So this way you can provide 2, 3, 4 points, whatever you are able to recall. Not very specific, pure theoretical question. You may write down 3, 4 lines, you may simply mention certain points. And even with the help of some examples like the motion of the wheel of a car or a bicycle, or for sliding you can say this motion on of a ball on a rough surface. Fine. Or you can mention that example which I think the question number 1 or 2, brakes applied and the bike is in motion. Fine. Actually these questions are meant to check your basic understanding, that's it. So it was question number 5. Again question number 6 will be for the 3 marks. Okay, and I am not taking lot of time, I am just giving you the idea. Obviously in question paper, in actual question paper, there will not be like that only you can say 2 questions for 1 mark. No, there will be more number of questions. Fine. Because if 2 papers are of physics, then 35 plus 35, 70 marks. So it is question number 6 again for 3 marks. How does the use of ball bearing reduce friction? Now without telling anything, I will write down 1 or 2 sentences. Ball bearing, I am sure you must have watched this device. In bicycle wheels, in car wheels, bearings are there. It is a structure like this, type of ring you can say, and then another inner ring, and in between small metal balls. Okay, so it rolls on it like this. So by using ball bearings, what is happening? Rolling friction comes into picture, because these rolls, all these structure, this inner is fixed and then outer is rolling. So it is to introduce rolling friction. And if imagine this sometimes you must have noticed that the technician, I mean car mechanic, bicycle mechanic, they say ball bearing is useless. Fine. Normally in northern part of country they say ball bearing cut gaya. Fine. It means this, or maybe this structure, maybe this structure, maybe this structure has been totally wrenched out, finished. So now rather than rolling, a sliding will start, slipping will start. So that will create the problem. It is to introduce rolling friction which is less than the, you can say, sliding friction, so easier motion of the wheels. Fine. In your ceiling fans, table fans, bicycles, automobiles, everywhere almost the use of different shape of ball bearings are required. Fine. Then comes question number 7. Now question number 7 is for 4 marks. I specifically mention these type of instructions so that you can get the habit of reading the instructions before attempting a set of questions. So this question number 7 has drive an expression for acceleration of a body down a rough inclined plane. Now what you should do? Please take a look. Let's say this is a rough, I think I should use this space. Let's say this is a block and it is placed on this inclined plane, and this surface is rough surface, not smooth. Fine. Rough. What rough? This surface is rough surface. So now you have to find the acceleration due to gravity. Language I hope you will write down. Fine. So I am not disturbing you. Normal reaction, weight mg, mg cos theta, mg sin theta. Force of friction will try to oppose its motion downward, so force of friction will act over here, F. Fine. And this force of friction F is equal to mu into n, where mu is coefficient of friction. So now what will be the equation? The equation is going to be like this way: n is equal to mg cos theta, equation number 1, and mg sin theta is equal to f plus ma. Fine. Or you can say mg sin theta is equal to mu n plus ma. Fine. Or you can write it as mu mg cos theta plus ma. Now this m and this m cancelled, so you will get a is equal to g sin theta minus this mu g cos theta, or a is equal to g sin theta minus mu cos theta. If mu is 0, then this term is meaningless. So a is equal to g sin theta, which is the case for the smooth surface. So this way you can derive the entire result. Because it is in 4 marks, so draw the full body diagram, draw the forces, means full free body diagram. Fine. And then write down the equations and solve them. So questions anyway are not difficult the way they are, but you have to just apply some gray matter. Fine. And that way you can score very good marks. Now I should be come out in this place. Here it is your question number 8. Now question number 8 and 9 both 5 mark question. Fine. Discuss briefly the banking of roads and railway tracks. This topic in my theoretical videos I explained with each and every possible case. Whole lecture I devoted. My suggestion to all of you, please take care of that. Please take look of that particular video. Here just for reference I am telling you. Banking of road, whatever is the idea, I already explained you. So if you are regularly watching our videos, definitely you will say yes. This is the view I am taking from this side, banked inside. Fine. So here you can say this is normal reaction R, this is weight mg, and this is angle theta. Now from here I can say that this is r cos theta and it is r sin theta. When this car is moving onto this, then force F is acting downward, fine. So this force this way, that is F. So here a force will act in this direction and another in this direction. So it is your F sin theta and it is F cos theta. Ultimately solve it, you will get tan theta is equal to V square upon Rg, this result. So ultimately you have to explain this formula, and because it is in 5 marks, so you will have to write down that during the circular motion of a car or a train on a circular track, due to the centripetal force act, tendency is to push away outward, and like that. Fine, all these details are present in that video. Please visit www.misostudiesvideos.com. Fine. So there you will find on YouTube, we are there, on our website we are there. Even you can get in touch with our student care officer, that will definitely provide you entire information. So it was question number 8. Then comes question number 9. A body weighing 0.4 kg is whirled in a vertical circle making 2 rounds per second. It is like that. Normally I used to show you with the help of this device, but it is the situation like this, hanging rope, and then a small amount of object is associated, and then it is rotating like this, vertical circle. Fine. If the radius of the circle is r, find the tension in the string at top of the circle, bottom of the circle. Only thing you have to do, you have to draw a free body diagram like this. Fine. So this free body diagram, that is TL. TL means T lower. TH. TH means T higher. Now other forces, if you imagine, I hope you can write down. So I am directly writing the equations. The equations are T plus mg is equal to mv square upon r. Equation number 1. And then obviously you can change this v is equal to r omega, replace that value, so you can write down th plus mg is equal to r omega square. Fine, this way you can write down. Similarly you can write down the equation for tl also. Solve it, you will get the value of th and tl. So this is again based upon uniform circular motion in vertical plane. That topic already I explained you, and that too in a free body diagram concept. Fine. All these questions are asked, and whatever we explained in our videos, you will find yourself in a very comfortable position if you are regularly watching our videos. Fine. Then comes this question number 10. Again this question is for 4 marks. So every question you are attempting, please read the instructions carefully before starting. A fighter plane is pulling out for a drive at a speed of 900 km per hour. Assuming its path to be a vertical circle. Vertical circle means fighter pilot is starting his plane, Sukhoi M30I. Fine. And then it wants to take this way the circle, like this. Fine. Assuming its path to be a vertical circle of radius 2 km, 2000 meters. 1000 meters means 1 kilometer. Fine. So it is 2000 meters, like this, long circle, big circle, and its mass to be this much. Find the force exerted by the air on it at the lowest point. So once again, no need to take stress for this particular question. F is equal to mv square upon r plus mg. Draw the free body diagram. Over here, just 2 minutes back I explained you T high, T low, T high at T low, and then use this formula. You can write down. Now if I will write down each and everything, that is of no use for you. Reason is simple. I already during the discussion of the theoretical aspect of this chapter explained all these things. Number one. Number two, every aspect, language, wordings you have to provide from your side. How you will start? First you have to draw the diagram, then you will have to write, let the plane is moving on a circular track of radius capital R. At the highest point the tension is T high, at the lowest point the tension is TL. As per the free body diagram, these forces are acting, and then you have to keep on elaborating. Fine. So these questions are not difficult one, but yes, your writing, handwriting, your explanation, your diagram presentation, everything is essential. So students, it was a very small collection of 10 questions. Here we tried our best to provide you the method how you should write down the answers in school exams or in board exams to score good marks. Detailed solution of these questions are available in the e-books. Here in the video I am just trying to give you the basic guidelines. So I would like to suggest all of you just take a break over here. Very soon I will come back with some more number of questions. Till then, take care of yourself, take care of the subject. Thanks a lot.